anything and everything.
Do you ever wonder how to? Do you ever wonder why?
About anything and everything. Then Doris is your guide. Anything and everything will open your mind. Anything and everything with Doris. Anything and everything with Doris is online. Remember. Anything and everything with Doris.
You are listening to Anything and Everything with Doris podcast. This episode is brought to you by WYSK Spark Radio, the spark of the South. Listen to hits from the 70s till now. Find it on Live 365 Spark Radio. Hello again. I hope you've had a great week. We've been blessed here. Today it's May 1st. Y'all gonna get this on Friday. The April showers seem to have ceased. Yay! We can go out with sunglasses now. And as a matter of fact, you know how I'm always telling my listeners or my readers from my blog, if there's something you're interested in, write me, let me know, and I'll do some research and I'll get back with you and make an episode of it, right? So one of the listeners said, how about a do-it-yourself tanning oil? You're asking me, who's always pushing sunscreen, who's always saying stay out of the sun. I'm always telling you the risk of skin cancer and premature aging. And you're asking me for a do-it-yourself suntan oil? Is there such a thing as a healthy suntan oil? But I want to make my listeners happy. So guess what I did? I went to my research, started digging in. Now, back in the day, I think the last time I actually sunbathed, I was a teenager. So we're talking about decades. Back then, suntan oil was popular and it was quite expensive. And I remember spending $15 on a really good suntan oil. And they do sell it today. And I didn't check the ingredients on it, so I don't know if it's changed any. But I went to Walmart out of curiosity. I wanted to see what's available and how much. Well, can you believe they actually have suntan oils that are healthy and they're under $10? In fact, a couple of them were exactly $6.67. I looked on the back for the ingredients. Lo and behold, not bad. So I said, okay, well, let me go home and do some homework. Well, as it would turn out, you can make a healthier suntan oil that will help you attract what you want, but also at the same time block out the damaging UVA and B rays. Now, I was skeptical. I was like, yeah, right. It can't do both, can it? So I have a friend who's into the same stuff I'm into. Meanwhile, making a sunscreen, right? All this time, what has she been doing? Making her own suntan oil. I didn't know that. She's beautiful, and she's much darker than I am naturally. So I would have never suspected she was into suntan oil. And she was letting me know that, no, you actually can do both. You can attract the sun to get the shades you like while blocking out the dangerous UV rays. She said, I don't do it all the time, but I do. And she said, I don't lay out in the sun. She said, what I'll do is I'll put this on. I'll put the suntan oil on if I'm cutting my grass, gardening, if I'm running errands, and I'll just let the sun do its natural thing. And I'm going to tell you, she has a beautiful, beautiful skin color. Since I'll be going on vacation soon, I thought to myself, maybe I'll try this. I'll bring my sunscreen, but I'll also bring some suntan oil, see what it can do for me. So I do want to say, I do not promote laying out in the sun or staying out for long periods, especially during the hottest part of the day. It's always best to stay in shady areas and only for 10 to 20 minutes at a time. And I still want to say, no matter how great your sunscreen or your suntan oil is, we still have a high risk, right? of skin cancer and premature aging. We don't want to damage our skin, right? Especially when you're reaching your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. You don't want to look like you're hitting 90, right? I mean, there's some people that don't lay out in the sun. They go to those tanning beds and they look way older than they are. You know why? They're not healthy either. So whatever you're doing, just know that you still have to be cautious and use your common sense. So the first thing you need to recognize is your skin type. Different oils work better for different skin types, and they also have different SPF factors as well. Then you will need to decide what scent you are looking for. Now here are a few options you can choose from. Don't worry about the low SPF in some of them, because you can add other ingredients that will raise the SPF later. And I would suggest that you also check the comedogenic rating of all these oils. And I'm going to have that listed below in the show notes. And for those of you who are not familiar with the comedogenic rating, it's really just a reference and lets you know from a 0 to a 5 what oils are more likely to clog your pores compared to the other oils. And the lower the number, the least likely it is to clog your pores. Now I'm going to tell you it's just a reference because there are some people that are blessed enough to be able to put whatever they want on their skin, and they're not going to break out. There's not going to be a reaction. They're not going to clog their pores, or at least it's not going to show up the way it does for us, right? So just keep that in mind. It's just for reference. So I'm going to go ahead and list these oils in alphabetical order and explain to you the benefits along with the SPF factor. Almond oil. Sweet almond oil is full of vitamins A and E, fighting free radicals and reducing premature aging, and protects from UV damage. It has a low SPF of 4. Apricot seed oil. This oil contains gamma-linoleic acid that is useful for toning and firming your skin. It contains vitamins A and E, which slow down the aging process. It has an SPF of 2 to 6. Avocado oil. If you have dry skin, this is a great oil for you. It is also full of fatty acids, beta-carotene, protein, lecithin, and vitamins such as A, D, and E. And they will moisturize and protect your skin from damaging UV rays. It also increases collagen metabolism. It has an SPF of 15. Carrot seed oil. This is also great for all skin types, and it's rich in vitamins A and E. It balances the moisture in your skin and is great for dry or mature skin. It has an awesome SPF of 38 to 40. Coconut oil. This is a great option for those with sensitive skin. It has plenty of fatty acids that offer the benefits of omega-3 in your skin. It also has vitamin E, which is great for protecting the skin and prevents premature aging. Now let's not forget the antibacterial qualities as well. And it has a SPF of 5 to 15. Olive oil. Not many people use this oil for fear of clogging their pores, but it is full of vitamins A, D, E, and K. It's also very moisturizing for those with very dry skin and protects from UV rays. It has an SPF of 8. Raspberry oil. This oil is also safe for those with sensitive skin. It's full of vitamin E, reduces free radicals, and we all know that free radicals cause premature aging. It's high in linoleic acid, which aids in cell rejuvenation and reduces the clogging of pores. It offers UVA protection with the SPF of 28 to 50 and UVB protection with an SPF of 8. Rosehip seed oil. I love this oil. This is one of my favorite. It's rich in vitamin A and it fights against aging. The molecules are so small it can penetrate deep within the layers of your skin, improving moisture and collagen while reducing fine lines and wrinkles. It does not have much of an SPF, but blended with an oil that does, you can have the added benefits. It does help reduce phototoxicity. Sesame oil. Now this oil is thick and gooey, and you won't need to use a whole lot of it. So that means that your tanning oil is going to last. It's going to go a long way. It's great for moisturizing your skin, repairing damaged skin, and slowing the aging process down. It's a great addition to other oils, but does have a low SPF of 4. It's also more affordable, so if you're having a budget issue, this might be the oil for you. Walnut oil. This is another great oil for those suffering with skin conditions such as psoriasis and eczema. It prevents premature aging also, and it has an SPF of 4. Wheat germ oil. This oil moisturizes and heals dry skin. Rich in vitamin E, which aids in reducing skin damage, fights free radicals, supports healthy collagen formation, and maintains an even skin tone. It has an SPF of 20. Now these next 2 ingredients are very important. You have the aloe vera and green tea extract. Green tea and aloe vera are full of antioxidants which help to prevent sunburn side effects and fight off cancer. You'll offer your skin a protective layer that won't block your pores. The ingredients can also help to soothe damaged skin and promote healing. If you have dry or oily skin, you can also balance out the body responses to promote naturally soft and smooth skin. So now you know a little bit more about these oils to help you figure out what's best for your skin type. And you can use more than one for added benefits as well as the added SPF protection. Now before you say, oh, carrot oil, isn't that going to make my skin orange? Well, if you're going to use a whole lot of it, it might. But as you'll notice in these recipes, it's a very, very low percentage. So you're not going to use enough to turn orange, but you'll have enough to have that great SPF that it offers. One of the best reasons I enjoy creating my own is I control how much of any ingredient, and I control the scent that I want. I can have it strong, I could have it light, and I can have it smell like whatever I want. Now back in the day, my tanning oil always smelled like coconut, like you were out in Hawaii, right? Remember that? I'm not sure about the new ones because it's been like at least 3 decades since I've bought suntan oil. But if you don't want to smell that way, if you want to smell like a gardenia or a magnolia or anything else, maybe lang lang, maybe a rose, I don't know. Whatever you want to smell like, this is yours. You make that option. You get to pick what you want. And that is the best thing about creating any product that you create. It's just for you. I will say do not use citrus oils as they can cause sun sensitivity. So when you're picking a scent, make sure it's not a citrus oil. Now I have 4 recipes here, and you can use them just as they are, as they've already been used, not by me, but they've already been used. And of course, you may want to tweak it. Maybe you want to tweak it before you try it or after you try it. But remember, this is yours. You do what you want, right? Okay, so for recipe 1, for a darker tan, you need 1 cup of coconut oil, 8 teaspoons of walnut oil, avocado oil, and sesame oil, and a few drops of coconut essential oil and vanilla essential oils, if that's your preference. Now just remember, if you use regular coconut oil, it's going to harden below 74 degrees. So you can rub it on like butter, right? But if you prefer that it remain a liquid, then use the fractionated coconut oil. For recipe number 2, for dry skin, use 8 teaspoons of avocado oil, walnut oil, wheat germ oil, and sesame oil. and then add a few drops of calendula oil and patchouli essential oil, or whatever you prefer, of course. Now, I want you to note that calendula oil has great antifungal and antibacterial properties for healing wounds, soothing eczema, and relieving diaper rash. This third recipe, the oils in this blend deeply moisturize and condition the skin, and they protect it from free radical damage and aid in regenerating and repairing sun and other damage. So if I were to make my own, this would be the one that I would try first because I really loved it. And we're going to call it the Moisturizing Tan Oil. 50% red raspberry oil, 20% coconut oil, 5% carrot seed oil. Now notice that's 5%. It's very low. 20% apricot seed or rosehip oil, 3% vitamin E oil, or use olive or avocado, 2% essential oils of either Lang Lang, rose, neroli, whatever. It's your option. Just please stay away from the citrus oils. Store out of direct sunlight and apply before sun exposure. But you need to apply 10 to 15 minutes before sun exposure for a deep dark tan and silky smooth skin. And number 4, a nourishing tan oil. 1/4 cup of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, a half a teaspoon of raspberry seed oil, a half a teaspoon carrot seed oil, and 10 drops of sandalwood essential oil and 10 drops of lavender essential oil, or of course whatever blend you prefer, staying away from citrus. Remember that. So there are your 4 recipes, along with the list of oils, what they do, what's the SPF. Calendula oil is very, very good to add to it. And I would definitely be adding aloe vera and green tea, at some point somewhere. Also about aloe vera, I like to keep, one of those little 4-ounce spray bottles, the amber or the cobalt blue spray bottles. I take the aloe vera, pour it in there, and I keep it in the fridge. And let me tell you, it feels so good on your skin, whether it's a sunburn, a wound, or you just want to freshen up your face. I'm going to tell you, some cold, misty aloe vera is amazing. So that's another tip I like to use, and I actually use it daily. So there's your recipes. There's all your information. For any of you that are trying these, please let me know how you like it. Let me know if you tweaked it. Did you make it better? Would you do something different? I think I'm going to try number 3 for my trip. And I'm going to let you know how that turns out, how it works for me. Just loves it. And it does feel very good on the skin. I'll give you that. But I'm going to do the rose hip. I believe in the rose hip so much. At the end of the year, probably in the fall, I'm going to do an episode on things that y'all have emailed me about, products that you did yourself, or you tried them, or you bought them, or whatever you did. And I'm going to do a whole episode on those emails. So don't be afraid to email. I love it. And as you can see, even if I am not sure about a certain topic, I'm going to look into it, and I'm going to do just what you asked me to do. And I'm going to be wholeheartedly honest about it. So remember, guys, stay well, stay blessed, and I'll see y'all in 3 weeks. And that's our show. Thanks for listening. And until we meet again, enjoy every day to its fullest. God bless. For comments or questions, you can reach us by email at yopi@post.com. Also, check us out on Twitter at Dorisi and our Facebook pages at YOPI Studio or Louisiana Entertainment Association. Anything and Everything with Doris is produced by Your Own Production Incorporated and comes out every week. So come on back and feel free to add us to your favorite RSS feed, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Pod, and our favorite, Podbean. All links are found in our show notes below.